I purposely avoided watching the primetime Oprah wine fest starring the most narcissistic couple in the world, also known as Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of melodrama. But apparently I was one of the few who wasn't interested, because this attracted 17 million viewers, more than the Emmys and the Golden Globes combined. But try as I could, I couldn't escape it because of the post-interview news coverage. Headlines blared on every newspaper and internet site. The hashtag brigade couldn't stop posting and tweeting about it. And then there was the tortuous use of video clips on every television news show, showing the royal ingrates complaining about how horrible it is to be given millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing except live a life of luxury. These two royally tone-deaf malcontents vomited their rich people problems into living rooms of a country that is still struggling through a pandemic, where people lost loved ones and couldn't hold funerals to say goodbye. And hundreds of thousands lost jobs or lost the small businesses that they put their lives into. So excuse me if I don't get all verklempt about the emotional damage inflicted by the dispute that Meghan Markle had with Princess Kate Middleton about the dresses the flower girls wore at Meghan's royal wedding.
It made me cry, and it really hurt my feelings.
Look, we all have problems with family members now and then, especially in-laws. But do you know what most of us do about it? We keep it to ourselves.
If you love me, you don't have to hate her. And if you love her, you don't need to hate me.
What if I don't care at all about either of you? Is that okay? And look, I know I should be careful about what I'm saying here, because Piers Morgan was forced out of his job as host of Good Morning Britain because he harshly criticized the Meghan Markle interview. As it turns out, Piers Morgan may have had a personal vendetta against Meghan Markle because reportedly he wanted to be friends with her and she wanted nothing to do with him. I don't have that problem. I never met Meghan Markle. I don't even have a problem with Harry or Meghan individually. I loathe the entire royal family. Didn't we fight a bloody revolutionary war to rid ourselves of the oppression of this family of inbreds known as the royal family? And look, when I say inbreds, that's not a cheap shot. I'm being historically accurate. It wasn't until the 1920s that King George V decreed that his children no longer had to marry family members. That's a good rule. In most societies, they call that incest. But King George V's oldest grandchild, Elizabeth, the current Queen of England, ignored her grandfather's decree and married her second cousin, Philip. The royal family has the gene pool of a bird bath. It was wise of them to leave the family circle for some fresh blood. But now, after Prince Harry married an American B-list television star who squealed the family secrets for worldwide attention, they may just go back to Ancestry.com as a dating site. Sometimes we forget that William and Kate and Harry and Meghan are just the fresh faces of a brutal British empire that tried to take over the world. At one point in the early 1900s, they held dominance over 23% of the world's population. America is just one of 71 countries that won independence from the British Empire. So why do we still care about them, even obsess over them? The royal family only exists because of American tourism dollars. They've been trying to get rid of it for years because it costs the British taxpayers $114 million a year to pay the royals' families and for the upkeep of Buckingham Palace. But according to the British Tourism Agency, the royals attract $767 million in tourism money. And it's American visitors who are consistently the top contributors to the continuing existence of the richest freeloaders in the world. Meghan Markle's stepsister claims that Meghan was obsessed with the royals as a little girl. She even pretended to be Princess Diana, even though the Duchess, with a straight face, told Oprah that she didn't know much about the royal family before she married into it. I blame Disney for all of this. Little Meghan wasn't alone. Every little American girl had a princess obsession because they watched Disney movies with Cinderella and Snow White. That's what they aspired to be. They were indoctrinated by Disney propaganda. Maybe now, with this worldwide movement of female empowerment, American girls can snap their princess spell, and we can once and for all cut the umbilical cord with Great Britain. And then we can finally give Harry and Meghan what they truly deserve, our complete and utter ambivalence. I'm Larry Mendte. We'll talk again soon.